my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench brain. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they be like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah,
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Got some go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Got some go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let them might blast, stretch my bands. Plus when I stop at my customized vans. Plus like brush like plus I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is supposed to be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face. Your chain is a neck.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking the top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Got some go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
Today on EA Sports, Super Bowl 59.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Casper catching it out right.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. That is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hester to return from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bears.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Hester to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hester to return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Hester to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Into space at the 45.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. He'll look to throw. That's caught out left side by Casper.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the give, here comes Jackson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here comes 2nd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hester to return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 3. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now it's Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on time.